The UK government is giving side hustlers a break soon. If you're making under £3,000 a year from side gigs like dog walking or selling clothes online, you won't have to wrestle with a self-assessment tax return. My name is Jack Revis and welcome to this week's episode of Tax Tidbits, where the reporting threshold for self-assessment is jumping from £1,000 to £3,000 a year. Currently, if you earn over £1,000 in a year in income, not profit, outside of PAYE, you have to submit a tax return even if you don't owe a penny. But with this new threshold, around 300,000 taxpayers will soon get to skip the annual tax form panic and use a new online service instead. The government plans to roll this out before the end of this parliament. So while nothing has changed yet, stay tuned for updates. HMRC has dropped the bombshell that their free online service for filing corporation tax returns and company accounts will shut down on March 31st next year. This means that small businesses who used to breeze through filing using HMRC's free tool will now have to shell out for commercial software. The government has said this is all part of cracking down on fraudulent accounts thanks to the Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Act, but it feels a little bit like using a sledgehammer to crack a nut, hitting the little guys while trying to catch the fraudsters. So if you currently use the software, bear in mind that this is likely the last year you will be able to do so. It's important to look into alternatives before the closure so you're not left with any delays or penalties when it comes to filing your accounts next year. HMRC is finally getting with the times and rolling out a voice recognition system to speed up calls. So now instead of answering a million security questions, you can use your voice as a password for a quicker service. This move is in response to the endless complaints about long wait times, with some callers waiting over an hour to speak to an advisor. The voice recognition system, which is already used by banks, will help to reduce these delays by converting voice recordings into encrypted data for faster security checks and so less time on the phone. It's all part of a bigger push to fix their deliberately poor phone service, as some critics claim, and hopefully will mean less frustrated callers. This is set to be rolled out during the rest of the year, so don't be alarmed if you're asked to set this up the next time you phone HMRC. Nationwide is handing out £50 each to over 12 million of its customers as a thank you after their big £2.8 billion Virgin Money takeover. If you have had an account or mortgage with them since last September and meet a few other conditions, you will see the cash in your account by the end of April. However, about 4 million customers, along with Virgin Money customers, won't be eligible for the payment. The move comes after some grumbling about Nationwide members not getting a vote on the deal, while Virgin Money customers did. But hey, at least they're getting some cash to soften the blow. So Nationwide is a building society instead of a bank, so they periodically reward their members with a fair share payment in an aim to disperse their profits. So if you're looking to change banks, it may be worth seeing what Nationwide have to offer. The government is redeploying 1,000 work coaches to help long-term unemployed people, especially those with health issues, to find jobs. These coaches, who are already employed by job centres, will give personalised support like helping with CVs and interview skills. However, don't get your hopes too high. Some experts reckon only a tiny fraction of the people they help will actually land a job, with many facing barriers due to illness and disabilities. Still, the government hopes this will cut down the rising costs of welfare benefits, which hit £65 billion last year. It's also hoped that this will improve the effectiveness of the welfare system, which has been criticised for not offering enough support to those in need. So if you or anyone you know is struggling to find employment due to illness or disability, help may be on its way, as this is said to be just a down payment on plans to overhaul employment support, which will be announced in the coming weeks. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Tax Tidbits. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on the latest updates. Catch you in the next one.